Hello guys, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. So a couple of months ago I said that when we reached 100 subscribers I would make a my riding journey video, and well, we hit 100 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. It really means a lot, and as promised, here is my riding journey. So I started riding back in 2016, taking lessons once a week and riding many different ponies. In this clip I was riding a pony called Fossey, and an interesting name I know, but he really taught me my ways and he was a great beginner's horse. And in this video was my first ever jump. Clearly I was very terrified, but I rode a pony called Duet, and I'm sure you guys know her if you've been watching some of my other videos, but she was really one of my favorite ponies for about 2 years until eventually I grew out of her. And in this photo I rode a pony called Rudy, and he was basically known as the grumpy old man at my stables. So of course in between my lessons I went on holiday with my family, and here was when I rode an ex-racehorse called Ashanti, and he was really sweet. And here was one of the first times I ever cantered in this clip, and we picked up the wrong leg. That's great. And then I think it was in the beginning of 2018, it was time for my first ever show, and it was just a little show at my riding school, so it wasn't pressurizing or anything, and we did okay. Over the next few months I carried on riding the other ponies, new ponies, getting lots of experience and riding with group lessons, and I even started to make a couple of friends. And this is definitely one of the most nostalgic clips for me, as after a lesson we got to ride around in the sprinklers in one of the arenas, and it was just a super fun experience. After that I did my second show ever on a pony called Noble, as you can see in the photo, and I have no idea what I was trying to do here, as I look like a pancake. For the rest of 2018, my canter seat was getting better. I rode a pony called Galaxy in this clip, as you can see, and things were going well. And then we took a big jump into the future, so fast forward into 2020, here was me riding a pony called Just Blue for the first time, and little did I know that she would take me so far, and I probably improved the most on her. And this clip is the perfect demonstration on how to not get on a horse correctly. I rode Just Blue from the beginning of 2020 until the beginning of 2021, and she was my favorite pony ever. Unfortunately, Just Blue went lame, so I rode another pony called Luma to replace Just Blue in one of my lessons, and you can see I was very fond of riding Luma. I mean, that face expression is just gold. And then this photo was from 2020 at my birthday party, and during COVID I couldn't really invite many people, and so my friends were the only ones that could make it in this photo. After my birthday party we went on holiday again, and then here in this photo was when I rode a lovely Percheron mare called Ellie, and she was huge as you can see, but she was really cool. And this clip was extremely memorable for me, as I went beach riding with my mom on holiday once again, and my dad's lovely camera skills definitely showed through here. Totally not sarcasm, but we won't tell him that. And I rode a little pony called Chester, and he was kind of crazy because he bolted as soon as we started trotting, so I was a little bit terrified, but we'll ignore that. And in this photo was the day that I had my first lesson on the one, the only G-Wiz. At first I was actually quite nervous when I rode her, as she was 15 one hands, And well, that was kind of big for me at the time, as I went from riding a 14 two-hand pony to a 15 one, and that was just a big jump for me. And I was a little bit scared as her strides were different, and it was just a lot higher up than what I was used to. I rode this lovely mare right from the middle of 2021 up until the end of 2022, and 22 was definitely one of my favorite years of equestrianism, I guess, as she took me to so many shows, and it was also my first year of doing Sinisa, and I just learned so much from riding her, and she's truly an unforgettable horse. I would have wanted to continue riding her this year in 2023, but unfortunately 60 centimeters is kind of around the max she can jump in shows, and I want to go higher, so I wanted to do 70s this year, and unfortunately she wouldn't be able to take me there exactly, so I did have to unfortunately ride another pony. Although Jewers was practically the easiest horse to ride at the stables, we did have some stops and starts, like that little refusal there, but we still got a good jumping round in this clip overall. And then this is probably my favorite clip ever in my whole entire riding career, as we came down over a line and jumped a huge 90 centimeter oxer at the end, and it was quite scary for me, but we just completely flew over it, and she was just the best. And then here was the first time I ever rode Miss Carnaby. I started riding Carnaby in around October of 2022. A fun fact about her, whenever she was younger, she used to jump the 1 meter 10s in show jumping, so she was definitely a skilled jumper, and that's probably why I was really excited to ride her. And she's also a pretty forward pony, so I was really happy. We did have a couple of stops and starts for the first couple of months, as we were still trying to get to know each other, and it was just me figuring out her strides and her paces and how much leg I have to use, but now we've really come far, and I think we're going to do really well in the shows. Carnaby is actually 14.3 hands, so it was actually a decrease in height from going to a 15 one-hand horse to a 14.3, but I just knew that she would take me the length that I wanted to go. And then here I didn't give her enough encouragement, so she just stopped and I slid off. But after I fell off, we actually did another round, and it was a bit better, although we did have a refusal, but I just decided that this time I'm really in control and she has to listen to me. And the rest of the round was really good. And this was probably my favorite ever combination that I did on her, as it was just so perfect in my opinion. From the end of December last year up until now, we've been growing our relationship even more, going to shows and just really finding each other and forming a bond. This video was from a show that we did back in December, and as you can see, we had to do some quite tight jump off turns there, but it really paid off as we actually came second place, and it was just an amazing show. I'm really excited for the rest of the journey that me and Carnaby will have for this year. She's been such a brilliant pony, and she's definitely gonna teach me some lessons, and it's not like she already has. This is probably my favorite video taken of me and her in a lesson, as this line was a little bit scary, but she just flew over it and gave me so much confidence. And that was my riding journey so far. Thank you so much for watching, and the views are deeply appreciated as I spent way too long making this video. Whilst I was editing this, it also gave me a chance to reflect on how much I've improved. Also, down below in the comments, let me know how long you guys have been riding, and if you can't ride unfortunately, would you start taking riding lessons and why? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.